Oh man, so Fantom is showing evidence in the charts that it could be setting up for its next explosive move. And I'm going to share that with you right now. But also, there's one risk to the downside, which could potentially limit our movement as well. So we're going to cover that off too, but we're setting up a really nice pattern here as always. But here I am, guys, traveling salesman, traveling TA guy for you guys. I'm on the other side of the world, but I'm committed to bringing you this update. So hopefully this gets out to you on time and gives you the content you need to make sure you understand where Fantom is going. But before we get into the charts, guys, as always, head over into the links in the description. You can collect up to 100 euros when you deposit 50 euros with Swissborg. Go collect your free money from Coinbase as well. They'll give you $10 in free Bitcoin when you buy or sell $100 or more in crypto. And BlockFi will give you $10 in Bitcoin for just depositing $100 or more equivalent, okay? So go collect your free money. You can never have enough free money. You can never have enough exchanges set up. They're the ones I use, so I'd highly recommend those for you guys as well. So let's get into the charts. Because what I can see in the charts, which is very important, is we're just looking at the daily candles here on Fantom right now. And what we can see is two really strong daily candles. And this is really important for a particular reason, which I want to share with you. And that reason is, if I bring out the EMA ribbon, what you will see is these two green candles have happened at the perfect time. And this shows real strong bullish intent from Fantom to head higher and make its next explosive move. What do I mean by that? Well, anytime we see a bounce off its EMA ribbon, Fantom and many other great projects, or TA in general, you'll see when you see a bounce off the EMA ribbon and a few consecutive green candles, you really start to head for an amazing move. I mean, look at this instance. Look at this one here. You ran up, created a bounce, boom. Look at that explosive move after a couple of green candles off the EMA ribbon. You get a big move to the upside, okay? Look at this move here, massive move to the upside, okay? This one didn't retrace all the way, but still massive move to the upside. Could we be setting ourselves up for breaking all-time highs and heading to new highs here on Fantom? That is the question. Now, it's looking really good on the daily chart, really happy with it. You can see here that the levels we're looking at, we didn't lose this level at $2.37. We didn't even get that far into the EMA ribbon. You can see we wicked close to it, but we didn't. You can see the rest of the candles were on the first or second line of the EMA ribbon and really did not even risk even close threatening to go bearish on Fantom on the daily. So from a long-term perspective, never have I looked bearish in recent history on Fantom. It's looking super bullish, and this chart pattern actually suggests we're going to get a new explosive move to the upside, which could be really interesting for us if we could head to the upside from here. But and there's always a but. And if you appreciate this, smash the like button, guys, because as I said, I'm on the other side of the world here bringing you your Fantom TA update, because I know a lot of people are not covering Fantom, and we need to give this content out to you guys so we know what's going on. So I've just switched over to the hourly, and you'll remember on the hourly, we were forming this bearish M pattern, right? And we suggested that we could break to the downside, and indeed we did. Now, fortunately, we didn't meet our price target all the way at the bottom because we didn't want the price to go that low, and we managed to collect some support here at about the $2.55-ish level, about there, okay? So you can see we picked up the support there, and we managed to run back higher. Now, what then happened is a very common thing to happen is when you form an M or a W pattern or a head and shoulders pattern, you have your neckline, right? And in this case, we had our neckline here. You can see that's that line there. Now, that neckline, if you break below it, can act as resistance, stopping you from heading higher. But if you become above it, it becomes your support, which is really important. So at this point, unfortunately, it's acting as a bit of resistance. We struggled to break through it on here. Let's just move that out of the way. You can go. And so what we managed to do is we managed to hit that as support there, and we hit resistance, and we hit it as resistance here. Now the bad thing is we've hit it again, okay? So 1, 2, 3 attempts here at this $2.88 mark, and Fantom's been sent back each and every time. So the question now remains, what's going to happen? When are we going to break through, and what's going to happen when we do break through? Well, this is what I can see happening in the short term, because what you can see is we are now forming this wedge. And what this wedge seems to be indicating is we could be coming to a decision soon. And if we break to the downside, our risk for the wedge falls all the way to the bottom here, at the bottom of the wedge, which ties in with the support level we have at $2.37. Now, if we break to the upside, that could be really good because separate from the technical target, I think not only can we break the technical target from this wedge, but we can even go to all-time highs at $3.50 and then create further upside from there. So that's really important. Now, one final thing I wanted to do on Fantom was just to remind you guys of where we're heading at on the weekly chart. So it's always good to zoom out and show you guys on a weekly where we're at and what we're targeting. And you can see here from my analysis on the weeklies, what we have is the following. So let's bring that all out and let's narrow this in. Here we go. So what you can see is I've drawn my Fibonacci ratio, swing low to swing high, and you can see we've been on an absolute tear. Okay, we don't need, needless to say, we've been on an absolute move. We've had 1 week of retracement there, and we had a partial week of retracement there. I mean, look at that candle. It's pretty much not a retracement on Fantom. So anybody suggesting or being impatient with Fantom right now is just somebody that is boarding high, probably at all-time highs, $3.40, $3.50, and they're just panicking. Anybody who's bought it 30 days or more when we were covering this coin is healthily in profits, and we're looking for more upside on Fantom. For me, you guys know it's a long-term hold, so I'm not trying to trade this one in and out. But if you were, then you just got to make sure you don't catch the tops, right? So you've had your week of retracement there. So you had your week there on that red candle, and on this red candle, we've had a week retracement here. And then kind of to the upside, you can see our target here is $3.94. That can easily happen very soon, because if we break out of that wedge and break all-time highs, I can see that target coming into play on that move. So we really are setting up a nice explosive move on Fantom. So there you have it, guys. There's my update on Fantom. As I said, long-term hold for me, great project. Check out my fundamental analysis video on Fantom. I'll link that up here. If you've not seen that, you need to go watch that, because it's data like that, the fundamental blending with technicals, that will give you the conviction to hold your favorite plays. And those of you who are panicking right now when there's a slight retracement, it's normally an indication that you don't have enough conviction in your plays. Okay, so go watch those videos, do your own research as always. None of this constitutes financial advice, just here for edutainment purposes. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, smash up the like button, support the channel. Head over to our free Discord. I'll put the link in the first comment. Head over to that channel, click the button, it's free. Meet the like-minded people. That community is growing rapidly now. Go over there, share your chart patterns, ask questions. We've got a great community. Lots of people help out. I'm in there answering questions too. And let's start building this community together. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.